Hello, I'm Max Balegde.
And I'm George Clarke, and welcome to the Useless Hotline. TikTok wasn't working out for us, so we decided to set up our own little business.
We did, and the Useless Hotline is a place where we help you with your queries, no matter how weird, disgusting, or embarrassing they are.
But it won't always just be us.
It won't
Some
be.
weeks, perhaps, we'll be joined by some other guests.
Oh.
Maybe this week.
Oh my gosh, maybe. Maybe they'll be coming in to do a quick interview to see if they're worthy of working at the Useless Hotline.
I
Probably
highly
not, though.
doubt it.
Yeah, probably not, let's be honest. But shall we just get on with it?
Let's do it.
George, so I told
You've
you...
been teeing this up for a while now.
Something
it
happened
better
to
be
me
good.
this morning. So as you know, I'm on a fitness journey. Fitness legend.
Only through what you've told me, not from visual results. But
That's
yeah.
rude. I personally have seen a lot of change. Yeah. Didn't see
Wow.
that coming, did you? Can
I
we put in
didn't.
some sort of sound effects
I didn't
there?
see it full stop.
Okay, thank you. So I have my personal trainer. I hope to God he doesn't see this because I'm hoping to God he didn't actually notice what happened. So last night, I can't even believe I'm saying this. I mean, I can because it's me, but I'm very
Yeah.
upset that it happened.
Nothing shocks me anymore.
So I've never done this before. I think I've done it like one time before. Me and Andrew...
Was it a woman?
No. Right. That was uncalled for. Me and Andrew had intercourse last night.
Oh, wow. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, I know.
Well
I
done.
know. Thank you,
There you
everyone.
go. Was
Round
that
of
the-
applause,
was that the
please.
story?
Thank you. No.
Oh.
And for whatever ungodly reason, I don't know,
No, I feel like I know what you're
Yeah.
going to say. No, you didn't.
decided to film it.
Oh. Oh, I thought you were going to say you said your personal trainer's name or something.
No.
I'm working hard for you. Whatever.
No.
No.
And I've
Okay.
never... Right, first of all, humbling experience.
Yes.
Because it's not nice to see your own body at any sort of angle.
I can imagine it's horrible to see your body.
Like, genuinely, I don't know what I was expecting, but it just made me very upset. Deeply so. Maybe this is why the personal trainer is needed, because when I saw my body flailing around, it was an ungodly sight. It really was.
Please get this image out of my mind. What's the story?
So, cut to this morning, I'm with my personal trainer, and I have to get him to film me. Because Oh, George. I had to get him. Oh, my God. Oh. I have to get him to film me to do things. And I forgot that the last thing that I'd filmed on my phone would have been that. And God knows why I didn't just delete it, erase, like, full stop, capital letter, get rid out of my life last night. But, like, I only just realised when I got home to show Andrew the video of me at the gym that was the last thing. And do you know when you film something on an iPhone and it has the little last thing in the corner? So that would have been there whilst he filmed it.
Oh, he could have done his job, helped you with your technique and stuff.
Oh, my God.
That'd been nice.
But I was horrified. I was sat here on the train here just thinking, did he see it? What? I'm so upset. I
reckon you should ask him.
I'm not going to ask him. I'm not. And he also told me that he started to look at my TikTok. So if you see this, I'm so sorry. Like, I pray to God that he didn't see it because it was quite sunny in there. So maybe there was a lot of reflection on the screen. I don't know. But I'm so not okay. So I'm going to need a drink today, quite frankly, because my nerves are not.
Well, I've not got
Not
quite
good.
anything else to sort of match that,
Oh.
I'm afraid.
Well, good. I'm glad you don't, to be honest, because that means that you've at least got somewhat
Well,
normal
a
life.
normal life, yeah.
Oh my God, I'm
A
so
sane
upset.
individual.
But anyway, should we have these two gozzers in to
we
come
have
and do
to.
an interview? Yeah.
Let's do it.
Hopefully they didn't hear that story so that they still respect me as a businessman.
I don't think they respected you.
Okay,
in the
thank
first
you very
place.
much. Come on over. Right, please enter our two interviewees for the day. Come on in. Oh, wow. Oh, that was a very professional entrance. I
Thank
like
you.
it. I'm glad you wore a shirt for the interview.
Always.
Thanks
Jesse,
for having us.
you didn't wear a shirt?
No.
Oh.
No business
Sorry.
formal?
No, this
Wow.
is my
That-
business. I'm a personal trainer.
Okay.
Maybe
we
you
like
might know
to-
Max's friend.
Yeah, maybe.
Wow. Okay. Getting off to it. They think that I'm a really professional businessman right now. Now you've just dropped me
Of
in
course.
it. That. Yeah, they definitely didn't hear that
Getting
last
sent
story.
down the
Did you?
PT circle right now.
Oh my God. I bet I'm in like a PT Facebook group.
Yeah.
Devastated. How are you both?
Yeah, really
We're
good.
good, yeah.
Oh, you're looking very tanned. You're not
Oh,
Will.
No,
How
I'm
are you?
not. I didn't time for the 8 weeks of being there.
Oh, God.
I'm the exact same, honestly. It's our farmer blood,
It
as
is.
we'll get into later.
it
Are you
is.
seriously
It is.
calling yourself a farmer?
I lived on a farm for like 3 years. That counts.
Did you?
Yeah, I lived on a farm. We had no animals. We had 2 dogs. That don't
Is
count.
that just a
does it?
field?
That was just it.
Just walk to the local park.
It was just 2 giant fields. I'm not gonna lie. So how are you both doing since you've come out? Is everything a bit of a whirlwind? I can imagine.
It was a little bit crazy. Yeah, loving it though. Just doing little bits and bobs, and it's nice to get Jessie to London.
Yeah.
Get her back to the farm. So yeah, really enjoying it.
No, we're
Oh.
having so much fun. I'm having more fun now we're out of the villa. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm
Yeah.
glad. Right. Well, as you know, this is a very professional business environment, as
Yeah.
you can tell. I mean,
Yeah. So
immediately.
serious.
So we have a little task before we get into the interview, if you don't mind. If you could just have a look in that cabinet right there
Yeah.
and look at all of our professional
Oh yeah.
appliances.
We knew we were coming here. We got you 2 a couple of presents.
Oh,
Should we
okay.
grab them?
Oh.
We know you're a farmer.
Fun, boy.
Wow.
No,
I
you
love
two
it.
just saw. Oh my god!
Look at the
This is
reaction.
amazing.
Eat, sleep, farm, repeat.
Wow, that's good.
I'm so. You literally
Thank
just
you
saw me
so
searching
much.
for a mug as well, and you didn't say anything. You didn't give anything. Did you
I've-
know?
Did I know? I don't know. Oh, make sure you bring us some mugs, guys. That's so cool.
So
Thank
our
you.
little our co-farmers.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, this has made me so happy. You two are the
You're
only
hiding
people.
it very well.
No, I'm so excited. You two are the only people that have brought us a gift. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. That's
Every
so
other
cool.
guest we've had on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're shit.
You're not
Take
doing
you
it
up.
right.
Well, if you don't mind, then you
wanna
can
ma-
be in charge of pouring us drinks.
Let's do
Wanna
it.
make an
let's
Aussie
go.
drink?
Yeah,
So
what do we
you two,
want?
you two
I'll
can
have it
have
in my new
them.
mug,
So
or you can have it in
the
your mug,
task
yeah.
is that
Okay.
we judge you. This is your first little test
Okay.
to see how
See if
good
you're
you are at
fitting at the
making,
office.
making a drink.
All right, so just anything?
Anything you desire.
Go wild.
So this is.
Stronger the better.
Oh yeah. This one's mine, and Daddy is Joe.
Oh God.
Hello,
For the audio
Daddy.
listeners, talking
I like
about
you
talking
love
about the
that
mugs
coffee.
there.
Yeah.
All right,
didn't
so
enjoy
should we just go for the vodka?
Oh.
That's it. Just try and smash the new
Yeah.
mugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Whatever
And
you
then what do
feel.
reckon?
I mean, we've got hooch that could be used as a mixer. I say.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know what I mean?
Okay,
When in
we'll
Rome.
take away the vodka.
Oh no, we can use. Oh, don't.
Use it as a
We
mixer.
can use it as a
Yeah.
mixer,
Go
so we
wild.
can use vodka and the hooch. Why not? We're on our holidays. Do you know what I mean?
what
We're
we do
not on the
most
farm
weeks
right
anyway.
now. We're
No,
on.
we're not.
We're clocked out of office.
All right, so we've got some pink hooch.
Oh,
nice.
Yummy.
Good
Do you have
choice.
hooch in Australia?
Pardon? No.
Is hoo- no, I didn't think it was. I'd never really heard of it.
I've
to be
never
fair
heard of
until-
hooch.
No.
No.
Wait, can-
Well, sorry, hooch. Maybe you need to
We
do more
love
brand-
hooch.
No problem.
We love hooch so much.
Maybe you need to do more brand partnerships, hooch. Really get your name out there.
We used to
Oh,
have the-
I've spilled it.
We used to have the
Oh,
Keith Lemon
wow.
thing
Oh,
back in the day.
wow.
Used to go, ooh.
Okay, what
Oh
else have we got?
yeah.
Got it.
Is that what that's from?
Oh, wow.
Tea towel.
Oh
Is that
yeah,
tea towel?
it
That's
was
actually an old Christmas shirt from the
But
old
it can be
Christmas
used as a
episode.
tea towel, so wipe
An
it up.
old
Feel
useless
free.
hotline heirloom. There you go.
Look,
Dab.
this is good.
Dab, not rub.
We're out. We need
Adapt
more
and
drinks.
survive. This is a good trait to have. We'll just
Okay,
really
Will, you
adapt
do
it
the
to his
other half.
surroundings.
I like
I
it.
feel like
Improvise,
I'm
adapt,
failing.
overcome.
No,
the
you're
words
doing
of Bear
good.
Grylls.
I mean, all I've got to do is pour a drink.
Yeah, I feel like you're doing good. Well done. I'm
It's
proud of
the
you.
useless hotline.
The bar
isn't
is
it?
Yes,
literally on
exactly.
the floor.
So if you
Yeah.
use
As
this, it's fine.
useless as they get, though.
Yeah, feel free to put
So
some
just
vodka
working.
in there if
You
you
want
want.
some vodka as
If you
well?
want, I
We're
mean,
gonna have a strong
Yeah, let-
mix
we're on our
here.
holidays, aren't we?
Little
Yeah.
splash.
No, I don't think we've ever had people pour so many drinks at once.
Yeah.
It's a
You're doing
big,
really
it's a big
well.
old order.
Picking up a sweat.
Can I also do a quick shout out to that plant that I'm shocked is still alive? Because when I bought that, I didn't realize it was real, and we've had that for a few months now.
Hope you guys like the taste of vodka.
Oh my god!
As most people do, I
yeah.
love the taste of vodka.
Oh my god! I'm
Start
gonna
dribbling.
be. I don't think
No,
anybody
this
does,
is the
but
baby cup. You need a bit more for that one.
oh
All right.
Christ!
Do you want another one?
Yeah, I don't know if this is safe to drink.
But do you know what? We'll try it anyway. Here we
Yeah.
are. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Which
so
Thank
much.
you.
Do you want?
I am daddy. Which is a sentence I don't really want to
You
be
can have the
saying.
nice clean ones that you've
We'll
brought.
take our own presents back.
I've got daddy.
You can
Do
be
you want
daddy for the
Wait,
episode
you
if
can
you want.
be-
Nothing in it. It needs more drink.
Oh, okay. Oh, we need more. Oh,
Oh, we're
look at us.
filling
We're
up more.
really.
We're drinking you dry.
God, wait. I'm gonna give this a smell test. This is gonna be a great episode. Oh my gosh! See, this is British culture. We're culturing you well here.
A schmix.
Yeah.
That's what they call it in
it's
Australia.
schmicks.
A
I've
schmix.
never heard of
Schmix.
schmix
What does
before.
that mean?
It's just like
A
a mixture
mix?
of anything. Just schmicks it all into.
Oh,
Do you
I
want your
like
daddy
that.
drink?
Thank
And there we
you. That's. I unfortunately have to claim the daddy mug.
Come on.
One's stronger. Why are they all different colours as well.
No.
That's something
That's what you want to hear from the
Yeah,
bartender.
cheers if you could. Just pop them in there as well, even though they're empty, because we don't want to give the free promo. Hooch, feel free to pay for it. Actually, they can't pay for it because we're not over 25.
No.
Hooch, in 2 years.
Oh my god, how old are you?
I'm 24.
I'm 23.
I'm
not old.
26.
That's not old.
Yeah,
What
How
can
old,
I say?
how old are you?
24.
24.
No,
Oh.
you're not. You're
No, I'm
23.
23. I'm 23. 24 in 12 days.
Oh my god. Oh, 12 days.
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday for them. What
Okay.
signs are you all? Are you into signs?
I'm a Libra.
Libra. Okay, I'm Capricorn.
Aries.
Sagittarius.
Oh.
Whoa.
Does
Oh,
anyone
this is
know
fun
what any
chat.
of this
I've not a
means?
Not a clue.
No clue.
Cheers to that, everyone.
Cheers
There
to
we
that,
go.
doll.
Right
Oh,
over the
cheers.
electronics.
Yep.
The way it should
That's right.
be.
Let's break that phone. Right,
Ooh,
taste
aim
test.
my
I'm
mic.
really nervous.
It's not bad.
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Gagging a little
I mean,
bit.
it's definitely not good, but I didn't think it. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. This'll
Yeah.
this'll
I don't
do.
think it's that
Yeah,
bad.
it'll
This
put you
will
in a good
do.
mood.
Yeah, there we go. Cheers. to
Let's
it.
get merry.
It'll do.
How's your one? Because your one's a
Um,
mixture of
mine's-
3 different drinks.
Mine's actually really good.
Daddy's
Yeah,
loving
try
it.
that one. That one's a proper
Daddy's
schmick.
I'm going to call you Daddy this,
Oh my
whole,
God,
this
please.
whole interview.
Please do.
Yes.
Oh my god. Right. So we briefly spoke about it. You're a farmer boy. I'm a farmer boy.
Yes, two farmers coming together.
Arguably, I'm a bigger and more. Everyone knows me for my farming skills.
course.
Well established farmer.
Barely anybody knows you as Farmer Will
Never,
at
no,
all,
no.
whatsoever. So whose farm is it? Is it your family farm? and
Family
you just
farm.
grew up
yeah,
on it?
Yeah, yeah, family.
That is so
family farm.
cool.
6th gen. Up and
Wow.
coming baby. Up and coming farmer.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
That's
wow.
impressive. 6th generation.
Yeah,
That's what
6th
Gen
gen.
means, by the way.
Oh, right, okay, thank you. This is my translator for big words.
You actually not know what it
I just assumed that it meant the name of the farm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I was
my
like,
farm's
6th gen. I was like, that's a
6th gen
cool
farms.
name.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
my granddad, he kind of like owns the farm. Before going on Love Island, my granddad was like to my dad, "Don't let him go. He can't go. He has the farm." Honestly, my dad was like, "What?"
Oh my gosh.
So
So
funny.
it's been directly in your family for years. Who started it? How many, like,
Yeah,
6
so-
gens
6
ago?
generations ago.
6 gens ago.
I can answer that one for you.
An old man of Walter came to the village.
Walter.
Walter.
Oh, wow.
Bought the
Farmer
farm.
Walter has entered the villa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Filled the farmhouse.
Bombshell.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Sexy
That.
bombshell.
What the hell? So what a coincidence that your first name is Farmer as well. That's
I know,
crazy.
I
Like,
know,
what
it's
are the
so-
chances?
Very
So
handy.
weird. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Really trying to force it to stay in the family.
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, yeah, yes,
Has
yeah.
anybody
Like it's
actually
Farmer.
thought that your name is Farmer Will? Because I'd love
To be
that.
fair, I don't really know. Like, when I get called, a little
yeah.
bit in public, it's either like Farmer Will, Sheep Shagger, yeah, Boy with the Lambs. It's
Oh
Boy
my
with the lambs.
Boy with the Lambs.
So they've seen the video of you having intercourse with that sheep then?
Of course.
It did. Well, that's well, you saw it, and that's what turned you on, wasn't it? You
Oh yeah, for sure.
really
sure.
into
That
that.
was the initial
really into-
attraction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Don't blame
Bless. Can't blame you. I mean, you're only human.
I know.
Yeah. So I lived on a farm. Not to make this all about me. We had 2
I
dogs.
hate how you keep calling it a farm.
Yeah,
It
Was
was
a farm?
absolutely
it was a
farm.
park with swings.
We had 3.
We had a big garden.
No, we had 3 fields. That counts, surely. It was on a hill in the middle of nowhere, and it was quite terrifying, to be honest. I didn't like it. We left. There was a lot of spiders.
Yeah.
Fields.
Well,
there was a
that
bull
the
next
animals that you
door.
kept on the farm, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Spiders.
Australia.
Yes. Oh my, so I was going to ask you. So you told me before this that you live in Sydney, but you're from Tasmania.
Yeah.
That is also very rural. Like that's
Yeah.
like the ruralest of rural.
Literally, like I'm actually more country than Will.
Jessie's
So
way more
much
country than
more
I'm a
than
fake
Will.
country boy. Honestly.
I went to his place. I was like, "Oh, you have next door neighbors?"
Yeah.
Like,
That's
A dirt
crazy.
road.
I literally live
middle
off
of
like a
nowhere.
dirt road, nothing around us, no neighbors. Like, yeah,
That is wild.
yeah. I'm like borderline a hillbilly.
What do they
Tasmanian
call it
devils
in
running about the place.
what do they call it in Australia? Isn't it? What's the word?
Like-
A bogan. Is that?
Yeah,
Oh, a
Bogan.
bogan.
Is that not an
Yeah.
insult,
Yeah,
though?
you know. Yeah, like I would say I'm a little bit bogan.
Right,
Like, a
good
little
for
bit
you.
Bogan.
I
Yeah,
think
good
the
bogan.
equivalent
Oh,
for
we're
us
teaching
is
you
like,
now.
Yeah, teach me. What's
the
bogan?
equivalent is like, do you know in America when they say like redneck people? It's like country people, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
it.
kind
Get-
of. It's like a
get the
very
northerner
broad
to tell you
word.
the
Yeah, I don't
Australian
actually
slang.
know.
The real farmer.
Go on, what does it mean then? Is it like
So I don't actually have a definition from it
Yeah.
because it's just like such a commonly used word
Slang
in Australia.
term,
Yeah,
yeah.
just bogan. but I feel like it's like a bit rough around the edges.
Yeah,
You know,
my
like,
kind of girl.
Yeah, you can be like
Exactly,
an upper class
Jessie.
bogan.
Yeah. No, like I'm so bogan.
You're the first person I've met here that knows the word bogan.
Really?
So, yeah.
That's because I was in Australia
Oh my God.
recently,
So
and
really?
I'm,
Doesn't like to mention it.
I'm not only a farmer. I'm also basically Australian now.
Well,
so,
you can come back to I'm just the best of both.
Do your
worlds,
best
aren't
Australian
you?
accent. Yes.
right. So wait, give me a sentence to say.
What's in Australia? You go.
I don't know.
Right.
What's
Okay.
Australian
So
say?
I'm from Tasmania. Is that more? Is
That's
that
like
more
New
like New Zealand?
Zealand,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
That's
I'm from
really good, though.
Tasmania. Tasmania. No, I'm doing New Zealand, aren't I? Oh, well,
Yeah, you
basically.
are.
I mean, they're actually really far apart. People think that Australia and New Zealand. Sorry.
A little geography lesson for you
No,
guys.
I'm
there.
really like I got into the Australian culture whilst I was there, and I was like, oh,
God,
New
did you
Zealand.
find yourself when you
Yeah.
were in Australia?
did.
Yeah, backpacking across.
I did, and I said a really ignorant comment. I'm opening up that I said a really ignorant comment.
That's not like you.
I know. I thought that New Zealand was like basically the same place, and someone stopped me in my tracks and they said, actually, they're quite far apart and they're very different. And I was like,
Wow.
right, whoa,
Yeah.
okay, fair enough. So I'd say, I'm
cultured.
I'm from Australia, and it's really nice to be here on the Useless Hotline.
Oh, look
That's
out.
really good.
You try it.
I can't do it.
Go on, try it.
Good day, mate.
Didn't take much convincing.
Good day, mate. Me and Jessie are just on the Useless podcast. And
Feeling pretty useless.
we're just gonna cook up a couple of shrimps from the barbie, mate.
I'm sitting here, I'm like, is that what I sound like? Do
No.
I actually sound like
No, I can tell you right now.
No,
Can
I'm
you
sure
do a
you
British
don't.
accent?
Can you do a British accent?
Not bad, isn't
She had it locked and loaded, ready to go.
Yeah,
I
that's
Yeah.
liked that. That was good.
No, in Australia, like whenever we get drunk, everyone just turns into like British. Like we just all put British accents on. So
I got told that. Everyone was
Yeah.
like, when we like want to have a good time, or like when we're like, they said that when they're like taking the piss out of something, they would go British accent.
yeah, we do it all the time.
Wild. Wild.
Fucking crazy. People over here always do that. No, Cleo.
Yeah.
And I did it. Well, I was very ignorant. I did it in Australia, and they were like, "That was actually really annoying. Like, we don't speak like that."
Hanging out with.
I know.
We're
They were
just
quite
shutting you
brutal. Yeah.
down.
I did cry. They punched me in the face soon after, but I mean, fair enough. Do you know
Yeah.
what I
Don't
mean?
blame him.
Yeah,
I would.
Absolutely.
I'm tempted now.
Thank you, George. Thank you. So,
Do it.
so Love Island. Have you heard of it?
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
What's that? No.
It's like an up
That
and
little
coming
holiday.
show. Yeah. Not many people know about it. No. So before going into this season, it's quite interesting that you two are together because you're both the people that kind of were names beforehand, if you get what I mean. Because you'd been on Love Island Australia, and you're Farmer Will.
Fake farmer.
A fake farmer.
Fake farmer.
A fraudulent man.
Yeah.
So how did you both, I assume you got approached to come on the show, like got asked to come on.
Yeah, so I did get approached, but I was like single anyways. So I was still friends with my producers from Love Island Australia. And he messaged me and he was just like, "Are you still single? Because do you want to go back in a villa?" And I was like, I've been single for the last 3 years. Love Island Australia ruined my dating life. Get me
Yeah.
a bloody boyfriend right now.
And she wanted a manly man, and that's why she went for me.
That's how you got it. So can you make sure Farmer Will's in the villa?
Did you get approached?
Yeah,
to
I got
go on?
approached as
I
well.
thought you would have. How
Yeah.
does that end up happening? Because
Just,
I imagine...
message on Instagram, flew
Wow.
through the interviews, bish bash bosh. They wanted a weirdo
Smashed
on there.
it.
You got it.
That's crazy. What the hell? So how was the experience of Love Island? So you just said it ruined your dating life when you was
Yeah,
on
it was really hard to date afterwards. Love Island Australia was like really, really fun, but I was a lot younger back then as well.
How old were
So
you when you got
I
on
was
it?
23 and I
Right,
was just
okay.
like fresh out of a relationship. So, you know, I've done like a lot of like emotional maturing since then,
Yeah.
just a little bit. But yeah, Love Island Australia was really fun. And then the next Love Island, it was fun, but it was a bit more intense.
I was going to say... It
Wasn't as fun. It's
It
an annoying
wasn't
guy
as
that kept
fun.
following me around.
Oh, great.
It was
Wasn't
well
as fun,
worth it.
really.
It was more rewarding.
Is there a difference that you could tell being on the show? I've never watched Love Island Australia. Is it different in the way that it's shot, in the way... Where is it based?
So Love
I
Island
imagine
Australia was
Australia.
in Fiji.
Oh.
So
Uh-huh.
the Fiji was a lot warmer. It was so windy in South Africa.
No, so I made a joke when you were all in because I was like, at all times these people are trying to have a deep conversation. They're battling a hurricane. Like you can literally see people's voice like everywhere, and I'm like, you all had their mics with the big fluff
Yeah, I
things
saw
to
them.
stop it.
It's like
Yeah,
a big
they're
old-
massive, wasn't
Oh
it?
my god, you were getting twatted left, right, and centre. You'd be like, right, can I pull you for a chat? Jesus Christ, especially the girls. Bless you, you'd have your lip gloss. Like, I imagine you couldn't even wear lip gloss in there. It'd
No,
be
you
in your
couldn't
mouth.
because it would like come across your face.
Yeah.
I had to wear my hair up every single day. Like
Yeah.
it was not the vibe.
Where it was South Africa.
South
Africa,
Africa,
yeah.
Well, I guess that's one of the only places that is warm this time of year, is it?
Well, it was like boiling during the day and then absolutely freezing. Like
Yeah.
when we all had to gather around the fire pit, all of the girls in their
just
dresses
shivering.
just shivering like this.
So, because you already, like we said, you already had a name for yourself before you went in.
Yeah, we did.
And everyone knew you as a dickhead. No, I'm joking.
yeah, they did.
What was your main driving? Because obviously you said you were single, you were ready to meet somebody. Love Island Australia probably narrowed the dating pool down in Australia because like everyone I imagine would have known you, so it's a bit like difficult to find someone.
Honestly, and I think that put so much more pressure on me to really find someone because I was like, look, I don't want to go through the next 3 years having a ruined dating life again.
Yeah.
So yeah, and luckily I found it.
So what was your like? Why did you want to go on the show?
I've never really had a girlfriend, so
No, neither's he.
Relatable.
yeah. So that was my number one reason, and then obviously, if you get asked to go on the show, you would go on the show.
Yeah.
And it was just like it was such a good, fun experience. Anyway,
Yeah.
met the girl of my dreams.
Oh, where is she? Oh, right, okay. Imagine you're like, she's coming later. Yeah. That is crazy. Like, because I remember we did like this YouTube thing where we reacted to the intros.
Yeah.
And when I saw that you were in it, I was like,
Weirdo.
I was like, no. I was like, why is this boy?
What's accepted him on the show?
Yeah, honestly.
I was like, how the hell did he make it through the psych test? Like, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
This man is clearly insane.
Well, I'm not like a Love Island boy, do you know what I mean? When
Yeah.
you like, look at me and like the things that I do. you wouldn't go, oh yeah, Love Island boy.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
But it's nice to have something different than just the classic sort of what you would
100%.
expect to be a Love Island guy there.
Yeah.
100%. And I think a lot of people, I mean, I saw you literally react to some dumb bitch. I'm sorry, you did it on TikTok. And I was like, why are people so critically evaluating
And
they're
it's
going to
so
last...
specific. Isn't
She was
it?
like,
8 months
Yeah.
to the dot.
I was like, you freak. Sorry, I don't want to like call him, but that is weird behaviour. But I loved that you reacted to it. Like, that was great. But a lot of people say that you're an ick.
Yeah,
And-
no, we are.
But
I know I am.
Yeah. But right, let me just give my point of view on that because I think
As a fellow ick.
Yeah, as a fellow wig.
I'm going to speak on behalf of all of us right now.
Yeah.
I don't understand why somebody being nice as opposed to going in and making girls feel uncomfortable or like
Yeah.
on edge and stuff
no,
is
100%.
considered to be an ick.
Yeah, and it's just, having fun is an ick.
Yeah.
A lot of people just kind of like sat there and didn't do probably what they wanted to do because of how it looked.
Yeah.
I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care.
I am who I am.
Yeah, honestly. And I wanted to go on, obviously, meet someone, but just be 100% myself, have fun with it. And it's exactly what I did. And
But I feel like
There
that's
you
what's
go.
attractive about Will. He doesn't give a heck.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You're there being yourself. No, you're gonna prank me.
that was-
I'm not falling for that again.
As shown there.
No, that was hilarious. Did you even see that? He probably just went for a high five and you just reject. I love that. Please, George.
don't embarrass me.
Okay.
That's so funny. Just as if by cue. Like.
I think it was clear that is what attracted you to him off the bat, and also
Is it not more my pure, sexy?
No, definitely not
manliness?
Just more sex appeal.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
would you say that maybe you had that mindset? Has that always been your type, or do you think you had that mindset because of what you'd been through with Love
Yeah,
Island?
so I've like usually I date people that are really mean to me, and I'm
Right.
like, that's why I'm single.
Yeah.
Like, this needs to
Look no
stop.
further.
So and as well, like even before I went in the villa, I was like, okay, I like tall, light hair, like blondes, and then I was like charismatic, class clown, funny.
She said she
That's
wanted
it.
a manly man as well.
And manly man. I
A
did say
manly
that.
man.
Tick, tick, tick.
No,
tick.
but
tick,
do you know
no
what?
worries.
I'm gonna say though, I feel like being yourself and being comfortable with yourself is the most manly thing
No, please
ever.
speak on it.
Yeah.
Honestly, no, because I was just gonna say no, but I was just gonna say that because is all right. So is being a man like walking around and not being able to talk about your feelings and just being
Literally.
like,
Being a man.
Well, not that.
Exactly.
In my
There you
opinion,
go.
people are like, oh,
Let's get
like,
deep.
like if you're like horrible to somebody and you keep them on edge and like you don't talk about your feelings, you can't express yourself. Then what a man. Who wants that?
Exactly. Like that's just the biggest. That is the biggest ick. So
That's
if
the
anyone
ick.
wants to call Will an ick, no, you're the
it.
ick.
That is
Yeah,
so
yeah.
true.
You've taught her well.
Oh my gosh. I don't know whether it's just because I'm more like you than I am the typical guy. Not saying that you're not. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to insult you right
He's
here,
like
Samuel.
crying.
A single tear.
I want to be.
But like that's what's always irritated me about Love Island is that these people are praised for being like manly and stuff, and I just
Can't
think.
stand it.
And also, like, you want to talk about 8 months? That sort of relationship doesn't last about 2 months when they get out. So
yeah, heard it here first.
it's so true though. Well done for you two.
Oh, thank
done
you.
for you.
Turn into some sort of hype man.
I know.
now.
Yeah, we love it.
So, what was it that attracted you to Jessie off the bat?
It's beautiful, isn't she?
Aw.
Absolutely beautiful. And it's like, do you know what did it for me? Our first conversation on the terrace, we kind of like spoke, and everyone, it felt like no one else was there. And it was just, it was just so perfect.
The camera panned round.
Yeah.
10 cameras went on you, and you felt like it was just you.
All eyes on me.
That is really sweet though, and I think out of like, I mean, watching the show and watching you two, you can almost see that instant thing,
If
which
Jessie
you don't.
wasn't there, I wouldn't have lasted. Do you know what I mean? At all. There would have been no one in
Yeah.
there. Proper country gal.
Country lass.
Yeah, much made in heaven.
Because you came in with that other guy as well, didn't you? Was
Aaron,
he?
yeah.
Was he
Yeah.
from your season in Australia?
So
or?
he's the season after me.
Right,
yeah.
okay.
And we actually didn't know each other before we went on the show, but it was so sick knowing I was going in with another Aussie because I was so nervous. Like
Yeah.
everyone was like, oh, she's done it before. She's going to be fine. But I think because there was that external pressure, it was scarier. So
Yeah.
when I found out I was going in with another Aussie, I was like, yay.
Yeah, that is so. I think that is the first time that they've done that on Love Island, where they've brought somebody from a different franchise and
Yeah.
put it on. And I don't know if either of you have heard about this. I met somebody from, not this story that I'm about to tell, but what I'm getting onto. I met somebody from Love Island US, and they said that they're planning on doing like a global all-stars sort
yeah.
of thing. Have you heard anything about that? Like,
Maybe.
yeah, see, I think that would do.
No.
No.
She's like, I've been asked to go on it, and I'm weighing up whether I should.
I've got a boyfriend now.
Oh,
so,
good,
yeah.
good.
Good answer. Good answer.
Can you imagine if one of you got asked to go on it and you were just like, right, see ya? I mean, in your case, it was quite obvious that you didn't really go into it with an ego of like, I'm an ex-Islander, so like you should all know. Whereas I think some people would do that, so the balances in terms of meeting people for dating would be a bit off. So it makes
Yeah.
more sense to do that sort of like reality TV show format. How exciting!
It would be
Yes.
interesting. Do you guys, when you like leave the village, you get other Love Islanders from like previous seasons sort of like message you or like do you
Yeah.
ever interact with them? Like,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, a lot
wondering
of
sort
We're
like-
just
Yeah.
one big
Oh
family.
my God, everyone
Love
gets
Island
along
family.
so well.
Yeah.
Everyone's so lovely. It's not like people get out of the villa and then start trashing people, is
Absolutely
it?
no
That's never
chance, is
happened.
it?
It's not like you come out of the villa and see everyone's gone on a podcast calling you fake.
Yeah.
What?
Never happened.
That never ever happens. So on that subject, how have you found it? Why are you such a fake
I'm actually
bitch?
fake. I'm actually fake. I'm not even real. I'm not even here right
She's
now.
not-
I'm
this is a
Telegram.
hologram.
Yeah, hologram. Telegram.
How have you found? I love that Telegram. How have you found it with people coming out? I mean, obviously you're in this bubble. You'd experienced it once before, so I guess you kind of knew that maybe once people get out that things can change and relationships can change and people change. But was it a big shock for you seeing how some people have come out and called certain people maybe fake or like attacked people?
Yeah, and we're coming for every single one of them. Yes and no, to be fair. I think everyone wants to put their two pence in situations and,
Yeah.
you know, hold on a little longer. But you know, we don't want to come out and like diss anyone because that's just not our nature. And,
that's fair enough.
You know, if anyone else wants to talk about us, then we'll take it, baby. You know, keep talking about us.
Yeah, the way I see it is if people want to sit there and like negatively critique you, that's kind of like that's on them.
That's on you.
We're not gonna. Like,
That's on
why
you.
would I waste my energy talking about other people in a negative way? You know.
What you
Yeah,
think
very
of
true.
me is none of my business.
Exactly.
That's your business. And if you're not paying my bills,
Slay.
It's like a Tumblr quote.
absolutely slay. I think that it is a strange thing when people come out and they've been like friendly with you, or like you've not actually had any beef, and then out of nowhere for attention they try and get like say things. And the way I see it is the way that you act now is how you're going to be perceived for a long time. And you can say something that's a bit controversial or a bit like mean for a bit of attention now, but that just means you're going to burn out and nobody's going to be interested, because then you've got to keep that level of momentum. And unless you're okay with just being constantly mean about people, then what's your career going to be?
You're done. You're
Did
done.
you have that planned ready to go?
No, I'm just
Yeah,
really
isn't it?
intelligent.
That
You're
was-
actually giving out the good
I'm
advice.
impressed.
Guys, oh my god. I'm just really intelligent.
Where did that come from?
Yeah.
Thank
Practicing
you.
your lines.
He's got his
last
notes
night.
here.
I'm actually just really, really, really intelligent. So you mentioned, I think, wait, was it one of you mentioned? There was like some sort of breaking rules in filming or something that you two spoke to each other when
Oh,
you weren't
yeah.
supposed
Yeah,
to.
kind of like
I
on
love
on our
that.
first
That's
day,
where our
yeah.
love blossomed.
Really?
Like a
We're just rule
flower.
breakers.
off camera.
Yeah.
So it's like hard because people are like, oh, how come they're so into each other so soon? But it's like, no, it's like the off camera bits that like
Yeah.
we probably were being a bit cheeky, like
Well, I put the
breaking
real
the
graft
rules.
in.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
All on
Cameras
camera.
went down. He went, all right, love.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, he stopped being an ick when the cameras went on.
Okay, yeah.
No longer Farmer Will, just Will.
No, you're not. But it was like on our first date, I tried to kiss Jessie off camera.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because if it's not on camera, it doesn't count, really, does it?
Yeah,
no,
true,
no one
that's
can see.
true.
And still got pied, but still got pied, but at
I
least
was
the world
just like,
didn't
who is
see.
this bloke?
But the
What
world
the hell?
now knows.
Yeah.
The world
He
now
tried
knows
to
about
kiss
the
me. I was
pie.
like, oh, I think he's into me.
Yeah, yeah,
his
because I gave
tongue's down my
Jessie a hug,
throat.
and apparently it was like a friend hug.
Yeah, did they air that? We don't know.
I
Yeah.
can't remember. A friend hug.
Yeah, and Jessie was like telling
Yeah.
everyone, I think it's more of like a friendship vibe because of the way he hugged me. The next day I was like panicking, like, no, it wasn't a friend hug. It was a passionate hug.
Oh, my God.
No, it was like before bed. He gave me a hug. He's like, night, and did like tap on my back, and I was like,
Oh, that is friend. That's how me and George hug.
I was like, did I just get friend zoned? And then the next day we had a date. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna recover the friend zone hug and going for a kiss. So
And then you were like, whoa.
I
Yeah.
was like, what's going on?
Whoa, we're just mates.
Who is this man?
So how does it work if it's off camera? Do like the producers come over and be like, "Oh no, you can't be"?
Yeah.
Do they literally
it
just
is,
like-
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep an
That's
eye
so
on.
weird.
Save the chat. That was the line.
Well, they
save
save
the
the
chat,
chat.
guys. Save the chat.
There's like a PA like system. So
Yeah.
everywhere in the villa you get like a voice and be like, Jessie and Will, stop that. Like
That's
get
so
away. Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Well, so I guess you're like always. You always know that there's people watching and stuff. Then if
Yeah,
you're,
you
if you're
like
just
get watched
constantly-
like 24/7.
Yeah.
A little bit creepy, but
Yeah. Get used to it.
Yeah. We love
Just
it.
friends hugging
Yeah.
each other. It's fine. Yeah, I've heard that from ex-Islanders. I heard from one who she got told that she was like having a heated argument with or like a heated conversation with somebody, and then is it like around the fire pit? They have these like she told me they have like wooden panels.
Yeah.
And then you
And they, like,
hear them
come out.
move.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like,
so she said like she thought she was having like a normal
people are
exchange.
in there.
Yeah, because
Like
sometimes
cameras.
during it they opened it. I went, "Hello, I can see you." And they
That's
just
so weird.
Yeah.
I'd just
don't-
always be on high alert, like thinking, where is like somebody, let alone a camera? Is there
no,
just,
but it
like,
knows you're having a good chat. If they
Yeah.
come
Yeah,
out,
that's
you're
what
like,
she
"Oh,
said.
bang on!" Yeah,
That's
keep this
literally what
chat
she said.
coming.
She was like, "Oh, I knew then that this was a moment," because she was like, she sat down to have like a normal conversation, and then this girl confronted her about something, and then she was like, she felt all the wooden panels move, and then this camera popped out, and she was like, "Oh fuck, this is getting
Yeah.
televised." So then she was like,
That's
"Fuck."
so
Her best
weird.
friend-
That would completely throw me off. I'd be like full like I'd be
Literally.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we used to do if we got like a bit bored. We'll do. We played this game called Lemon, where there were fake lemons in the kitchen, and you would basically have a lemon and like pretend to throw it, and if someone flinched, they lost a point. Yeah, and if you,
Of course.
and if you chucked it and they dropped it, then they lose a point again. And you had like 2 lives, and every time someone lost their 2 lives, the challenge was to go and scare one of the cameramen. So you would like creep up and duck down and be like, ah! Just watch them shit themselves.
Oh my gosh, I find it really interesting about the show because they do that thing. Is it on a Sunday when they show the unaired
Yeah.
bits? And they're always so funny. And I'm like, why don't they put that in the actual episode? I get that they have to make it very
try and
dramatic.
make a storyline
Yeah.
along with it, and
Yeah.
it's hard to fit like funny bits into a story. But then there's also a bit. It's just,
But the thing is, most of the time we're being funny and idiots like that, and then it's like 1% of the time we'd have like a serious chat and whatnot. And like with the serious chats, we didn't even want to have them. Like,
Yeah.
Where's your head at then?
we're like,
Same
don't talk
place
to
as
me about my
yesterday.
emotions anymore. Let me breathe.
have you got like a quota of little lines that you need to whittle off? Or where's
Can I
your
pull
head
you
at?
for
So,
chat, please?
top of paper.
Why is that a thing? Can I pull you by chat by the
Yeah.
vibe here?
Yeah.
That's normal.
No, by the end we'll be like, can I pull you for a chat? And be like, I can't be bothered.
And I went, oh, all right, no worries. Just let me know when you're ready if you want to chat. Or
You're like, we've got so much time when we get out of this. I want to sunbathe.
Literally, I was
We're
like,
going
no.
back to the UK.
yeah, it was.
So have you found it a big shock being in the UK? I know you mentioned before that you thought it was going to be sunny when you came here.
Yeah, I thought for some reason
So
that it would be coming
sorry.
into like summer.
You couldn't have been more wrong.
But that's
Yeah.
okay. No, it's actually not that bad because as long as it's not raining, I don't mind. And like I'm from Tasmania in Australia, which is the coldest place. So, you know, I would like to be on a beach in the hot 37-degree heat, but it's not that bad
on
here.
the shit on the farm. Living the dream instead.
No, I'm not even kidding. Like a baby lamb did a shit on me the other day. I was just like, yeah.
no, it's not a bit. Call him by his name. It's Will.
Yeah, it was me. And then,
Bless him, a little baby lamb.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So have you got any plans to go to Australia?
yeah, I do. Yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
When are you
Just-
thinking?
just go
Throwing him in it. I didn't
go-
want to go to
Go
Australia.
to Tassie. Go
Oh
to
my
Sydney.
gosh. Oh,
yeah,
have you ever
live
been
it up.
before?
No, never.
Will, your life is about to change. Like, honestly, I've spoken about this so
Take
many
it to our
times on the
resident
podcast.
Australia expert.
No, sorry, Jessie.
You win.
I know more about Australia than you. Thank you. No, I went to Sydney. Like, obviously, I was there for Pride, and we spoke about it. Like, it's such an unreal
Oh,
time,
it's
Mardi
the
Gras.
best time, yeah.
Unbelievable. So maybe my perception is a bit warped. I'm sure it's not like that all the time. But even the people there, so much friendlier. You'll get on the tube here, and people will look at you like you're about to stab them.
Yeah,
Like in
honestly.
Australia, people are like, "Hi, you alright?" And I was like, "Oh, are you
Yeah.
gonna rob me?" But I was like, "No, you're just really nice."
I
Like,
did that the opposite way when I went to London. I was like, hey, like, just
Yeah.
like, morning. And
Yeah.
they look at you and they're like,
I was going to say, nobody would
off.
ever do that in
No.
London, like walking down the street. You're right.
yeah.
No, 'cause
What?
I'm from a really small town. I've mentioned George is about to roll his eyes because I say this all the time. But
Just outside of Manchester called Darwin.
it is, yes. Thank you. When I first went to uni, I went to like a city, and I would walk down the street and be like, "Hi, are you
Yeah.
all right?" Because that's just what I did.
normal,
from, like,
isn't it?
Normal.
Yeah.
And people literally, I remember this one woman like shielded a child from me, and I was like, "I'm just asking if you're all right, love." Yeah, literally. But I'm so excited for you to go to Australia.
Yeah, I'm
That is-
buzzing. I think
that
it'd
is
be a good
elite.
time.
Oh, you're going to love Australia. Like, it's so good that you say that because I hype it up so much. And I feel like he thinks I'm lying.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's so
It's
good.
so much
Yeah.
better. Like, if my entire life and job was not in the UK, I would move there.
Really?
Like, when I tell you I've never had more fun in a place. And, like, you're in a city, but it's what it feels like. Oh, guys, I'm going to cry.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Yeah, come with
When
us.
you're there, I'm there. You
Yeah,
best believe.
done.
It's just the best place in the world.
I really want to go.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
Like, literally, like all
come
my
on
mates
holiday.
go.
Let's
I'll
all
go.
go.
Just go to Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, you're going to love it.
No, don't get me wrong though. I do love the UK and I love London. Like
Yeah.
everyone here is so funny. You guys have a really good sense of humor here. I'm just like banter's on point.
That is so true.
Just know the people.
I brought her to kind of like my village pub with my mates, and we walked out, and the first thing she said was like, "Yeah, they're just classic British boys, aren't they? They're just that's just classic British."
They
for
are
you."
the
I was
boys.
sitting
Yeah.
there and I was like, I feel weird. I feel like I'm on like a TV show. Like, what the hell is
I feel like
this?
you're in Peaky Blinders.
Yeah,
Like, what the
literally.
hell
I was
is
just like,
going
what's
on?
going on?
Oh, that's so
funny.
lovely. I'm so happy for you both. So sorry, that sounded really
Yeah, I
fake.
know. That's like,
Oh, yeah. Brilliant. Thanks, guys.
I'm so happy that you found love.
Anyway.
So you like everything's done. You're out of the villa. When you were in there, did you make any specific friendships? Are you like still speaking to people now you're out of there? What's going on?
I was pretty close with like Tom and Casey in the villa, you know.
Yeah.
Three Musketeers. But kind of like outside, I think it's just me and Jessie just kind of like focusing on ourselves.
Oh, good.
yeah.
As you
So-
should.
We've
know,
been
sort
out on
of
the
thing.
farm. Like, it's really hard. They're all like, come to Manchester. And it's like, babe, we're so far away. Like,
don't
it'll
have
take
to
us a
tell
day to
Max.
get there.
Yeah.
He knows
I
what
know.
farm life is
Working
like.
on the farm.
I know
Get
what farm
free
life-
labour.
Oh, that's good though. I think that especially, you know, you've been thrown into this whole whirlwind now, I mean, I remember we've had Chloe on the pod when Chloe Burrows, she was on.
Just first name some random girl.
Sorry.
That's someone called Chloe on before.
No, and we spoke about when I mean, obviously she'd never been on any like show or had anything before that. She literally was fucking no, I'm joking. I love you, Chloe. I'm joking, Chloe, I love you. No, but I met her and she'd been out of the villa for a week.
After the bloody prank.
Yeah. No, I'd met her and she'd been out of the villa for a week, and we got booked to go to this festival together, Park Life. I don't know if you've been.
Yeah. All right then.
Let's go. And she got mobbed beyond anything I've ever seen. Like people running up after her, and she ended up having to go home because she got really emotional and like scared, which is understandable. Like, have you experienced that? So I saw this video of you actually on TikTok. Of these people like grabbing you and like
getting catcalled a little bit, wasn't it? Like before we got into a taxi, but it wasn't like,
too bad.
Nah, it wasn't as bad as the video showed, because I've got videos of him rapping to me on my phone. It was just maybe taken a little bit too far, but it wasn't that bad.
People do get really like, I mean, we spoke about this on our last episode, like people with us, because we're like TikTokers and they see us so commonly on their phone, they kind of feel that they,
commonly,
I mean, once every 5 hours maybe, like we're pushing it there. They feel like they know us beforehand, and because you two have been in so many people's living rooms for like 2 months straight, people will think that they know you beforehand.
Yeah, we get that. A lot of people do say like, "Oh, we know you, but you don't know us," and we're like,
don't say that though. It makes it a bit weird.
Yeah, it can be difficult, and people. I explained it as when you meet somebody, like we met each other today. It's like, "Hi, how are you?" Blah blah blah. All these normal like boundaries that you cross with someone when you first meet them, people go straight past them, and they go straight to which. I think it's nice for them because they get to meet somebody that they admire, which is lovely. But sometimes it can get a bit uncomfortable. So I think it's really nice that you two have just gone off to your bloody farm.
Yeah, honestly, being back at the farm, it's the best. It's the best.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Jessie just gave me a nudge. Now.
That is so nice. Oh, I'm happy for you.
Have you noticed like
Stop
it? Have you noticed the like a significant like jump? Because obviously you both had like some sort of like following before you went in like originally. Have you noticed it like sort of jump up since you've come out?
I feel like you kind of just like on your phone do your post and get away. Like a phone is a phone, so regardless of the numbers, it doesn't really change that much.
Love that.
Yeah, and like we have had so many lovely people though. That's the best. I think that's the best thing to come of it. Like I open my phone and someone's giving me a compliment, and I'm like, oh, stop. Like, you know what I mean? So
the thing that I love are these edits that people make. Honestly, they're so cute.
He gets them made about him. I don't get them made about me. That's an insult.
As soon as I started making YouTube videos, the edits that come from them are so
he's like this, like in slow mo.
It's a split second of a video. Like I'll just lean back because the videos do like sort of like 20 to 30 minutes long. Like we're just reacting to like a program or something. At some point, you just sort of lean back when you're speaking, and then suddenly it's an edit. It's
I almost cried to one.
I've seen yours.
And I was like laid on the bed like this.
It's so beautiful. Just watches them over and over again. I'm like, why are you watching an edit of us kiss 10 times in the villa?
They are really cute though.
They're so sweet.
Like it's like, right. Someone make one of me. Wait, shall I do a few poses now?
Go. Now do something cute and wholesome.
Oh my god. Okay.
That is cute.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I don't know.
Is that not good?
I don't want to be tagged in those ones.
I can't wait to see this edit. I'll go home and do it myself.
Yeah, please send it to me.
He's going to do it on his burner account. Just
make edits of yourself.
So before we wrap up everything about Love Island, we have to talk about the bit that I'm sure you're so sick of talking about and you never want to talk about ever again. And let me tell you, as soon as all this like press run of you being fresh out the villa is over and you establish yourself as a 9-month-long
8 months.
No, we're gonna make it to 9. We're making it to 9. Yeah. I promise you won't have to talk about it again, but Casa Amor, we have to talk about it. I know, here we are. Jessie's looking at me like, fuck you.
Everyone always talks about this. I'm like, cool. Woo, love that memory.
Great times. Woo! So, from a viewer's point of view, you seem to, it happened and you like instantly regretted it.
Yeah.
What was going through your head to even get to that point?
It was all kind of like, the atmosphere in the villa, everything kind of like people were saying, and you get caught up in the moment and you do something and then you sit back and you're like, fuck, like, what have I just done? I have just made the biggest mistake of my life, and it was just.
Did it feel like that at the time?
Honestly.
I imagine with the pressure of everything, it probably felt
intense,
like
and it was like, oh my god, like what's gonna happen? And I generally got to the point where I was like, with Jessie, if we don't make things right, then I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
Like, there's not gonna be a space for me in the
You could tell
villa.
that. I remember when you had that one conversation. I don't know if you've watched bits back about. You
tend to avoid that episode.
You could,
Honestly.
No, but you could see like you were just in panic mode, and you were like, actually, you could tell that if it didn't work out, and Jessie was like, no, actually, fuck you.
Yeah.
You probably would have just been like, right, what else am I doing here?
Yeah, because like during lunch, which wasn't filmed, I sat in the outside shower on the floor in a ball crying. Honestly, like I was in a movie.
Oh, someone do an edit to that, please. Oh, bless you. I mean, it is a lot, but also bless you. I mean, obviously, we're talking as if like it's just happened. You've got through it. Look at you right now, banging couple right in front of us. Beautiful girl, average looking boy. No, I mean,
punching.
How did you get over that? What was it that made you make that decision?
Honestly, it was hard because I feel like it brought up lots of emotions from the past. And like, it was just, my first thought was like, that's it, I'm done with Will, I'm done with the villa, I'm done. And then obviously production are like, no, that's not happening, you're not going home, you can't just leave.
Little bloke just moves the board up. Actually.
Please don't do that.
Sorry, in the villa though, it was very stressful, but I am like glad we worked through it. Like, my natural instinct is, if that were to happen on the outside, I would just obviously never speak to them again. But I was like, we really care about each other, so we worked through it, and I think it did make us stronger in the long run.
Definitely.
It sucked, but it's not everyday life. If you ever do that in real life,
it's not
catch you later.
Like,
by the way,
like, they are not normal circumstances to be in. You're never ever going to be in a position again where you're brought to a different thing and everyone around you is pressuring you. Did you feel pressure from the other boys or from production at all to maybe try things?
There was just there was encouragement kind of like around the villa with the boys and different things like that, but I think you just get lost within the moment, and you know, I can't really blame anyone else. I'm taking 100% of the blame because it was me that did it all, sort of thing. But it's an intense environment, and it's an
environment that you'll never be in again. At the end of it, it's not normal life. Like, you're on a TV show and you were thrown into this section of the TV show that is meant all about that. At that point, whilst you two had a really strong connection, there was no like official like talks, was there, of like, right, we're just like sticking?
we actually had the hideaway a few days before.
Really?
I was fuming.
No.
Oh my god, please don't fall out. I can't handle that if you fall out right in front of me.
Let's just not talk about it.
She's actually right. I just remembered that now.
That's right.
Anyway, but here we are. Look at us now.
Yeah, I know. No, we are so good.
Hey, we've kind of like gone over that hurdle.
Do you know what,
this is the 20th time.
It did make us grow like a very much closer, because we actually had to be like, I'm really bad at communication. Like, if I feel hurt or something, I won't say it. Like, my emotions are all back to front.
You could tell that, to be honest.
Yeah, it made me come out of my shell and actually try to explain how I actually felt and whatever, do the emotional stuff.
Right, so guys, we got over that difficult hurdle, and you're still together, so well done.
Yeah, we are loving it. Yeah, honestly.
So, how would you summarize your experience? Like, good, bad, terrible? What was it for you?
For me, I had the best time of my life.
Oh, good.
By far, like it was. You did a lot of kind of like self-development, self-growth, because I'd never kind of like fallen in love with a girl. Never.
I can't believe this is your first girlfriend. Like, this is crazy.
I know, come close to that first girlfriend.
I know.
And then so you kind of like went through all of those emotions, like falling in love, absolutely ruining it.
I honestly thought you were going to say absolutely ruining her. Like, I was like, oh my god, what happened to the hideaway? Oh, so like, cute. Yes, we fell in love and then I fucking tore that shit up. I was like, oh my god, Will, what happened? Oh my gosh, yeah. Carry on, sorry.
Ruining it.
Yes.
And then kind of like winning her back, and then kind of like all through those emotions. But alongside that, we met like so many great people, had fun. It's like a holiday, isn't it? You're out with your mates, it's a lad's holiday.
I think it was a holiday for you. I was very stressed out in there.
Two very different answers.
After
By
that.
the end of it, Jessie was like, I want to leave. I want to
Could you have stayed in for longer?
Well, it was only like a day more, wasn't it?
Yeah,
well, I mean,
yeah.
if like hypothetically that you could have done, would you?
I
have,
mean,
like,
yeah, probably.
yeah.
It's like
As
you
long
shut
as
off
Jessie
from the
wanted
world.
to, sort of thing.
Is it nice to
She
not have
leaves,
your
I
phone?
leave.
Is it nice to be away from your phones and all of that?
Away from the farm. Like I would have been it would have been like bang in the middle of winter, of it raining, snowing, me literally covering myself in poo.
That's nothing to do with the farm. That's just
that's just me in my spare time. Or kind of like in South Africa, living the dream.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Get in a
sort of
town.
yeah.
Yeah, and as you can see, we're still going strong.
Oh gosh. So overall, how would you rate your experience?
So I really was enjoying myself until about the halfway mark. I was having so much fun. I think it just turned really stressful for me. Like it did get a lot, I won't lie. And I think it's because I was so emotionally invested. Like I just started to like doubt myself. My confidence started to reduce, and I just, without Will, no, but like even like with all the other stuff that went on with the other islanders and stuff, without Will, I would not have been able to stay in that
Yeah,
long.
because it kind of like went round people in the villa just picked something out of the blue.
Yeah.
And was just, do you know what I mean? And ran
That
with
was
it.
very random.
I was like,
mean,
what's happening? Do you know when you just sit back and you're like, what's happening? What's going on right now?
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed very high schooly vibes of stuff that happened.
It honestly was. It was really horrible. Like, I'm 26 years old, and I was like, I just thought we were past this. And like, the fact is, we're on television. Like, you know, it's just not nice.
At the end of the day, you know better than anyone, it's going to be filmed.
Yeah.
It's going to be out there, and is this like you can probably look at it and be like, guys, what are you doing? Like, you're doing this for a moment.
Yeah.
And is it worth it in the end?
You're not that guy. You're not that guy.
But like, I didn't think that I would get as stressed out as I did in there. But
I think with it, when like kind of like real emotions and feelings are involved, it's so hard to kind of like deal with it in that situation, because you're in a villa, you can't leave, you can't escape, and it's like you have to, like when we were going through our problems, you have to walk out into that garden, you have to
See each
other, and I felt like that, like when I was miserable, absolutely miserable, I would walk around and I could tell that I was bringing other people's moods down. Like the mood in the villa was dead because of us. Yeah. I want half you.
Yes,
you finally got it.
Oh, bless. But I mean, yeah, it must be a lot knowing that, because in normal life, if you fall out with somebody, if you don't really like somebody, you don't have to see them again. Realistically, you can
you
like
could
go,
just leave,
but you can't. You're trapped in there together.
It's kind of like school, in that you just get pushed into the same place.
Maybe
with
that's
people
why-
you're
like a
not
weird
necessarily,
boarding school.
Yeah.
It's like boarding school, but everyone date. You've got people in the walls filming you.
Sorry, when you said that, it made me think of Jamae Private School Girl, which was
gosh, I
fucking
love
borders.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, that's great. So sorry, it's just to touch on what you said, and you had like a difficult time. I know that like things happen with the other girls in there.
Yeah.
How are things now? Have you had a chance to address it, or are you just like, do you know what? See you later, darling.
Yeah, like obviously it's not nice, but like I'm not going to hold a grudge, because that's just going to bring me and my mood down. I like to focus on the positives in my life. So Will and I are just so happy. We've been
I'm that
having
positive.
You're on the farm.
yeah, we're just doing us. So I'm not going to
Yeah.
hold any grudges or anything like that.
Good for
But I
you.
still think like everyone should just, you know, maybe have some self-reflection and let's all be nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tell them.
Fair enough. Good for you. Well, I think it's fair to say that they've both passed their interview.
Oh, we
Have
passed the
we?
interview.
Yeah,
Well
come
done.
Every time.
Oh my gosh. Right, so now here that was brilliant.
Is
I
that
went
why?
with that one. as
Yeah,
well.
you really did.
Is
you
that
really
why you
got
didn't want to
rejected.
do it in the first place?
Yeah.
Everyone high five me again.
So now here at the Useless Hotline, we're going to do a trial shift with you
Okay.
both, if
Alright,
that's
no worries,
okay.
yeah, I'm on
Yeah.
it.
So, Will, yeah, if you wouldn't mind, actually, if you could just please press send on that first email that we've had through.
Yeah, no worries. I'll just sign it off.
Yeah.
With lots of love.
Oh, farmer.
Farewell kiss.
Yeah, farewell.
How would you guys rate your advice giving skills? Would you say you're a friend that somebody would come to you and be like, I back my abilities here to help you out?
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah. Yes is the right answer.
That was convincing. I guess.
Yes.
Good.
I'd say
Well,
so.
hopefully that will help you then. We'll
course,
see.
yeah.
Also,
Also,
that's two more people than we already had, because
Yeah.
we've got none at the moment. We are awful.
oh, shit,
Daddy, it's okay.
World's best boss and daddy over there.
To be so off guard, it's been a while since you referred to me as daddy. Though.
Just looked at you.
It is a really cute mug.
Yeah, not as cute as those though that we'll be keeping forever.
Yeah,
thank you.
You can
Thank you,
never
that's-
have too many tractors.
Oh,
That
you
was very
can't.
thoughtful. I'm
That is
very
really
thankful.
thoughtful. Thank you
guys.
so much.
Well,
Honestly.
we're a fan of your podcast.
Oh, I love the
Stop
lipstick
it.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lipstick mark. Has
But
to be
never
done.
wash it off.
We'll never wash it.
Never watch it.
We just collect everyone's around the room of the guests. That'd be nice and hygienic.
Right.
Have you seen the videos of when we're in the village? Like, kiss Jessie, and I've just got lipstick all over.
That was wild. That was literally
I've got
wild.
lipstick all over my face.
Also, I meant to ask you. There was multiple times where like your entire like accent and like everything just changed.
Don't ask me.
You'd be like,
I turned into Ali G at one point. These men are snakes. These men are snakes.
literally.
I know.
I was like, you'd go from like, yeah, guys. So I think that everybody here is just like a snake, and I was like, whoa, okay, right.
Who is this bad boy?
Will from the hood.
I was wearing a pink jacket as well when I was saying it. It was so fun.
Oh, it was
Who are
great.
these snakes? Hey, it round there.
Oh my gosh, I see why you like him. So you're dating two people at once, two personalities.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's actually
Best
about
of both
7.
worlds.
Yeah, come on.
How are both of your reading skills?
Terrible. I can't read.
Okay then, well,
Pass it over to Will then.
I sometimes, yeah.
both of you,
get like a stutter, so
maybe one of you like do half and half.
All right,
You
we'll
can
see.
read
And
however
try.
you want. It's
Yeah.
not a big deal.
Make sure the microphone's close to your
We're pretty
mouth, Will,
useless.
so that it gets you.
This is ends funny.
Okay.
I'll end it because it's funny.
Okay, if I stuff it up, don't judge
It's
me.
right. I'm shit.
Oh,
Honestly.
maybe doing it in an English accent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hi
No.
guys, so no. I
No,
can't
don't.
do
Just
it.
do it. You know.
Cool.
Hi guys,
Symbols.
so for about 10 months now, I've been getting picked up by the biggest drug dealer in my county for cheeks. No, Will has to read us.
Hi guys. So for about 10 months now, I've been getting picked up by the biggest drug dealer in my county for cheeky shags
And free fags.
and free fags.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
That's nice.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Thoughtful. My pals should be a capital M there after the full stop. By the way.
Get the red pen out.
My pals now no oh god that's
That's
why I'm
right.
not reading.
I can't
My
read, don't
pals
worry.
know about it, judge me, calling me a prosy, but for fags and not money.
Oh.
Which is kind of true, but I enjoy it because he's nice and caring.
Oh, that's sweet.
I want to end it, but good sex.
I want to end it, but it's good sex.
No, it says, but I want to end it, but it's good sex.
Oh, okay
So
then.
I want to end it, but it's good sex. He's really sweet, and I get free fags.
Oh.
But I want my pals to stop judging me when I tell them I've seen him again. What do you think I should do?
Wow.
Thank you guys. Love the pod. Fuck you, George.
Oh, is that actually what it
XO,
Yes.
XO.
I sent this to be printed off, and I didn't even realise that was at the bottom. What?
Oh my god. Right. Okay.
That was so unnecessary.
So there's a lot of information to unpack here.
Yeah.
First of all, they're dating a drug dealer. We don't advise that here at the Useless Hotline.
No.
Unless they're giving you free drug. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Depends what kind of drugs.
They're giving
Yeah.
free fags, though.
Yeah,
there you
that's
go.
good. That's
They're pretty.
good.
Are fags expensive?
I
Cigarettes?
mean, I don't know. I feel like they're quite expensive. Yeah. £15 a pack. Oh my days! Shag all you want. Shag his tits off. You know what I mean? It's worth it.
Shag his tits off.
Do
You
know
heard
what-
it
do you
here
know what I love
first.
about it? It's cheeky shags and free fags. Like, a little bit
That's
poetic.
like it's written down as the
Yeah.
deal on the
That's
window
the
or
title.
something.
That's the
Yeah.
title of my
That's his
autobiography.
bumper sticker.
I like that. I mean, what advice would you give to this person?
Well, look, it's been 10 months now.
Wow.
So when you actually calculate how many dollars worth or pounds worth
Oh, there we go.
of free fags you'd get for 10 months.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That is
Like,
a lot.
Yeah, but the friend's calling them a prosy.
Oh, prosy,
Prosy?
like prostitute.
The prostitute, yeah.
Oh, I mean,
A lady
guess-
of the night.
Okay, so we're going to weigh up some pros and cons here.
Okay then.
So
Pros.
we've got
What's the Ed
pros.
Sheeran song?
Free.
Hell lives. Breathing in the
Pros.
snowflakes.
Shagging.
Shagging.
I mean, I've heard drug dealers are often really good in bed.
I think they stated somewhere in here that he was really good. Yeah,
There
it's
you
good
go.
sex.
Good
There
So
you
good
go.
sex.
That's
free
a pro.
fags.
He's really sweet, you know.
Oh,
Just
bless
'cause
him.
he's really sweet.
I mean, he's breaking the law on the daily.
Yeah, like the con is that he is a con.
Yeah, it is.
The pros are he's really sweet and I get free fags.
Oh, okay.
Good sex. And
And
so
then
3
I'd say cons, illegal.
illegal.
Yeah, illegal.
The fact that you've been shagging for 10 months and he's not made it official, bit of an awkward
But if
stage.
it's a mutually
Beneficial.
we know it's
It's
that.
giving get picked up, go to Tesco car park
Yeah.
late at night.
Quick finger.
Yeah. Fag and then go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's
maybe-
nice and he's caring.
I mean, if it's for
And
you,
good sex. We seem to be forgetting this part.
I think there we go. There we
But
go.
as well, cigarettes are bad for you.
Yeah.
There
Very
we
bad
go.
for you.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shouldn't be doing that.
I'd say overall, you're worth more, love.
Yeah.
You have to look at yourself naked, realistically, and go, is this
Unfortunately.
worth a free pack of cigarettes? And if that's all it's worth, then I think that you really need to question your self-worth.
I like how they've
you know what I mean?
labelled it.
Brutal advice. You know what?
They've labelled it the biggest drug dealer in the county.
Is that
Oh,
what it
he's
said?
the biggest.
Wow.
Do you know what,
No.
Joel?
In the whole
Honestly,
county.
In the
Wow.
county.
How
he's
do you-
a
how do you know?
bad man.
That's a lot.
Is it
Yeah.
like on Reddit? Like
I know.
Jimbo, biggest drug dealer in this county.
Does he have a badge?
Yeah.
They did an Instagram poll, and he was
Yeah.
voted.
He wears his medal with him.
Yeah,
whenever
yeah.
He goes to do the
Wow.
deals.
I would say, maybe if you want to lead a happy life and don't want to be maybe an accomplice of a crime, then get yourself out there as fast as possible.
Yeah. Look.
But if the dick's good, maybe have a few more goes. Do you know what I mean? And if you want to smoke whilst you're doing it, treat yourself.
So
Yes.
the brutally honest advice is quit the drug dealer.
Yeah.
Catch you later. Quit the fags. You don't need those.
Nice.
And go with your friend's advice. Come on, you deserve better than this.
Yeah.
Later.
Fuck you, George.
Brilliant.
Just to round it up.
That felt like good advice. It
was.
That was
It
good.
was,
That
a
was
feeling.
that was
It was a
really
feeling
good.
we've never had on the Useless
Yeah,
Hotline
thank
before.
you
That
so
was-
much. Thank you. Oh, guys, I can hear the phone ringing. Pretend you can hear the phone. I mean, what? You can hear it. What?
Can you ever? I can
whoa.
definitely
do
hear
you wanna,
that.
Do you want if you want to pick it up and then just press a button and pop it back down? There you go.
There you go. We'll
Pop
just
it back
pop it
down.
on
Pop it back
speaker.
down. We'll
There
put it
you
on
go.
speaker. There we go.
Do I need to answer it?
No.
Hello, Useless Hotline. Jessie speaking.
That's good.
That was good. See, she's doing. Write that down. She's doing well. She's doing well.
Hi, Max and George. I've currently lost my voice a little bit, but
Bronchitis.
I started talking to a guy on Snapchat. Yeah, it's a
Snapchat
problem.
red flag.
But he all of a sudden started referring to himself as daddy and asking me if I wanted to see him like piss on himself and stuff. And I thought, there's no way a guy would actually like do that shit. Like, that's fucking weird, isn't it? And then he did. And then like now he's just told me that he's fucked a family member.
What?
And it's like, and now he's annoyed with me for ignoring him, but he literally fucked a family member and he won't tell
His
me which one
family
it
member?
was. So I'm starting to think it might be like a sister, which is a bit of a problem. So he also like shoved stuff up his arse, like
Wow. Okay.
was not an attractive look either. And he fucked a pillow. And that was it was a bit crusty. Not gonna lie.
So many
Anyway.
layers.
Much help, please.
I think we can go straight to the source here. George, what's going on?
George, why did you fuck your sister? Shove it up your ass and piss
Please
everywhere.
don't clip that. There's so many layers to that.
I know.
They just kept adding. It was like somewhat normal, and then they added.
I mean, I was out when she said Snapchat, and then it got
Yeah.
so much
Yeah.
worse. It just kept getting worse.
Just decline.
Yeah.
So the daddy thing, I guess that's just a kink. You can't kink shame if you want to be called daddy. Be
Yeah.
called daddy.
You would say that, darling.
Wouldn't you?
This was what this mug you gave me. So
Okay.
We don't believe it.
So, I
Daddy.
mean, the real question is here: how did you manage to get over it when Will told you that he has slept with multiple family members? Are you okay with that? I mean,
It's tough.
it's tough. I can only imagine. Bless.
You said you're going to tell anyone.
What happens on the farm stays,
Stays
on the farm.
farm.
I mean, if you've shagged, first of all, right?
just get away from him. What we,
Okay,
what are we
we've
even
got to
deliberating
ask some
here?
questions here.
Exactly.
Family member, like
How close?
I think it's just a big
Is
no-no.
it how close? What family members are
But I
okay?
mean,
Yeah.
right. I'm from a small
What's your
town.
go-to then?
I'm from a small town. Second cousin, I'll have it. Maybe first if they fit.
you got
do
your
you know what I
first
mean?
cousin, then your second cousin.
Exactly.
I'm
Don't
joking,
even get
right?
me started on third. I can only actually get an erection if they're at least my third cousin. So I'm instantly on.
You go.
That was a joke, by the way.
No.
Please, yeah.
Wow.
I reckon that's the first thing that we tackle. Second,
I
didn't
don't
she
think
say
you
he
need to
pisses
tackle
everywhere?
much more after that.
What's the
Yeah.
actual
She said he was
conclusion?
crusty as well. Like, babe, what's the question here?
What?
You
Yeah,
just-
is it
Throwing
like-
more on the
Is it
fire. I'm
like,
so
do
confused
I
by the.
see this boy, or is it just let's humiliate this person?
Yeah, or do we like call the
Yeah,
police?
she's made up her mind. I feel.
Yeah,
already.
she
Like,
has.
there's no sort of. Right, so those are the facts. Should I like him? Because I do. Like,
I mean,
Just
how-
with a pillow?
How would either of you react if, like, a year down the line, one of you was like, "I've actually shagged a family member"?
I'd probably go, oh, I think that's it, babe. I think that's enough.
That's it. I'm sold. Let's get married. No. I think we're done. Oh, I mean, but you're both from like places where there's not a lot of people around. You know, Jessie said that she had no neighbours. I mean, what is a girl to do?
Australia. Get out of the village. And what safer place to go than all
Well,
across the
is there something you haven't told me?
Oh my gosh. I think, final bits of advice for that person.
Just a
Get
big
out-
no,
Get out
yeah.
while you can, love. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think there's any deliberation that needs to happen in that
Well,
situation.
let's be honest.
surely.
She said he was contacting her on Snapchat. So,
Yeah.
babe, just delete his Snapchat. Yeah. Later. You won't hear from him
There you go,
again if that's his,
exactly.
yeah.
That's a
Bob-on.
big
Delete Snapchat.
red flag no-no.
That is.
All of
that
those
is.
things happening via Snapchat.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
it makes it worse.
Give him the little block button.
Who
Yeah.
also does that with a family member and then tells people
Tells
about
someone.
it? Yeah,
Exactly. So, you would never tell anybody about it.
absolutely not.
Will's like, we all promised that we wouldn't say anything.
We all
So
pinky swore.
Okay, so in conclusion, we're not gonna kink shaming for saying daddy.
Yeah.
No.
That's fine.
we are going to kink
Exactly.
shame for fucking your sister.
Yeah.
I'd argue that
It's a
goes
little
bit
bit
further
too
than
much.
kink.
Yeah, that's not okay. And block immediately.
Block.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get the block button there.
There we go. Sorted. Right, I've had another email.
What about the
come in.
shagging the pillow? We haven't even
Yeah.
thought about
I
that.
didn't hear that. Shagging the pillow.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
went crusty.
I
that's
think,
crusty
weirdly enough,
pillow.
that's
That's
the
what was
least
crusty.
concerning
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
when
on
shagging
that-
a pillow is the
I'd
least
rather
concerning thing.
shag a
That's
pillow
that's
than my
problem.
sister. Do you know what?
Yeah. I don't
don't
th-
clip that. We're
I
not
don't think-
posting
I
that.
don't think that's a hot take.
You know
though,
what?
is it?
I think the real question is this girl okay? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I need therapy just hearing that voice note.
Bless her. Jesus
You
Christ.
said it like that's a hot take
Sis,
that you'd rather
blink
shag
if you
something
need
that's not your
help.
sister.
Yeah,
enough.
you.
I say we just move on.
Pillow. well
Whoa,
done,
I
you.
don't know, Max.
Right, I want to swiftly move on and pretend that I didn't just talk about shagging my sister. Anyway, now we're going to see how bad I am at reading. Are you ready? I might have to pass this to you halfway through. In fact, I'm probably going to do that because it's quite
Just
long.
look over your shoulder.
Okay.
Doing it well.
I recently found out. Oh wait. Hi guys. Let's pretend it said that. It didn't. Fucking rude.
It
Didn't
did.
even say
Rude.
hello.
It cut off at the
Right.
start.
I'll do my own intro. There. Hi, Max, George, and distinguished panel of guests,
Nice.
and Will.
Even better.
I recently found out that one of my previous sexual partners is related to me. Are you taking the piss?
Why
what
are
is
they
this?
giving the farm people these questions?
this?
Who's picked this up?
It's like the experts on, so we have to.
Incest hour at the Useless Hotline. What's going on? Right, okay. I've never met my father's side of the family. That's a whole other kettle of babies. Don't know what that means. Don't
Little
think,
baby.
don't think that's an expression.
That was
Good
a
for you.
joke. Kettle of fish is the normal.
Yeah. But as it turns out, my old sugar daddy from 3 years ago is actually my cousin sugar daddy from 3 years ago. That's an extra layer. These people are a bit fucked. I mean, good for you. You're having a great time, but wow. Luckily, they aren't blood related, but it's still incredibly weird as we're technically related. I'm putting my foot down here. How can you be a cousin and not be blood related?
Through
Through
marriage.
marriage.
Oh, okay, right.
And how do you not know
So-
that they're not your cousin?
Yeah.
Like family dinners.
This is right. Okay, wait.
Wait,
It goes on. It
How
goes
does a
on.
cousin work if it's not blood related? Because you're
I
blood-
think maybe like.
I think it's only incest if it's like blood.
Yeah.
Because there's like a shared DNA.
No, but cousins
Is
are
it like
blood.
if your cousin
Yeah.
got married
Cousins
to
are
someone?
blood.
If your cousin
Yeah,
got married to
cousins
someone,
are,
does that
but
make
they're
them
not
your
Well, how
cousin.
is your cousin not blood related? Do they?
Yeah, that
So-
means
Oh,
Were
I
they made
don't
in the
know,
lab?
guys. Yeah,
I'm. So,
I don't know. I'm panicking. Okay.
take your word for it.
Yeah, our relationship only lasted about 8 months, and we only slept together a few times. They slept together. Okay, this is getting interesting.
Only a few times in 8 months.
Yeah, what pussy?
Pick up the work.
Come on, he ruined her in the villa. He said,
I think it was weird. He lived at Uncle Sam's house.
yeah. only a few times, but he was sending me £2,500 a month for those 8 months. £2,500 a month. That's pretty.
That's a pretty good deal.
That's more than what my old salary was. Good for you, though.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Take it.
Absolutely.
Go.
I'm now
You're
interacting.
not paying me $2,500 a month.
Yeah, grow up, Will. What's going on? Start paying. I'm now interacting with my dad's side of the family, and we saw each other at my other cousin's birthday party. Do you want to read from
This is
there?
just really weird.
I did quite well, I
maxed
thought.
out there,
Yeah, I've given
You're
up,
actually
can't
really
you?
good at reading.
Thank you.
I found out that we're related by marriage only, but it's made me feel incredibly weird about it. Should I mention it to him or just leave it? I look incredibly different to how I did a few years back, so I doubt he even recognised me, but I get so uncomfortable at family events now. Also, my name is quite unique, so if he's heard it, I doubt it'll be hard to put the pieces together.
Babe, if he slept with you, I reckon he knows your name.
He's also 14 years older than me. I'm currently 21. 18 was the original age.
18 was the original age.
14 old. Ooh.
To be fair, $2,500 a month for 18. Good on you, love.
So I've got to put a T at the end of that.
Oh.
So
Spelling.
that adds a layer of weirdness. Help. Do I mention this to him or not? I already said that, but we'll answer it now.
Right,
Okay.
okay. They didn't tell the name either.
No.
That's a bit upsetting.
Silly.
But anyway. Wow. First
Yeah.
of all. I say you can do this two ways.
How are we doing this for a second time?
I don't know. I don't know
would
why so
just
much incest.
Rip the band-aid off and just go, look,
No.
you're my cousin.
Do you
But
know
what are you going to say? Like, hi, I'm your old sugar baby. You're my uncle.
So
like,
here's what
Yeah.
you do. You say, hi, do you remember me? Yeah, you used to give me $2,500 a month and we used to shag. You're now my uncle/cousin, whatever you are. Do you want to start paying me again and I won't tell anyone?
Yes. That's good.
Say it's $3,000 a month now, bitch.
Yeah.
It's like double it. 5.
Yeah.
I think, is that
Nice.
illegal,
Is
blackmail?
I think it is illegal.
But you don't have to tell anyone.
We didn't tell you that.
Yeah.
For so shagging your cousin.
There you go.
That's
You've already
very
broke
true.
the law at the end of the
Yeah.
day. And also, you're calling into this podcast for advice, so you're clearly not really that bothered about your life in general. So what's breaking another law? Here we are.
Exactly.
Wow.
I don't think that's always the best route to go down. If you've broken one law, why not another one?
Yeah, that's true.
There's sort of levels to them.
That is
You
good.
just start a spiral.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'm a bit rattled.
I mean, fair
Just
enough.
thinking, what was going on?
Can get help.
Phone a friend,
Someone get me out
please.
of here.
50-50.
We do offer lifelines.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do. I mean,
I
yeah.
would just rip the band-aid off, tell him, and then it's not awkward.
Fair enough.
It
But
probably
I wanna-
would still be
Yeah.
awkward.
Do you want an honest opinion?
Yes.
Babe, he remembers you. He's just acting
Absolutely.
like he doesn't.
100. He's never going to
Yeah.
be like, oh my God, you're that bit in front of his wife.
Yeah, his
Like,
wife and
oh,
two
That's where I know you're
yeah.
from. Yeah.
Like, he's never going to do that. So, of course, he
just over
remembers.
a roast dinner.
Also, that's
Yeah.
like a very specific
Going for the
relationship.
last
I feel like.
Yorkshire pudding.
Hands meat on the Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Do you know what Yorkshire pudding is?
No.
Oh
is it
well,
that
you need
thing?
education. We need to
Yeah,
educate.
they tried to explain this in the villa because a pudding is like a dessert.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
But
Because it's
a
the same
Yorkshire
mixture
pudding-
as like pancake
Yeah.
mix. Is
Yeah,
that, isn't it?
basically.
But you have
it's
it with your
fucking-
roasts.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, I need to have this.
Have
You
you had
do.
a Greg's yet?
Greg's.
Yeah.
I had a sausage roll from
Yeah.
Greg's.
Oh yes, you did.
Yes,
You posted
it
that on
was
TikTok.
bloody yummy. Yeah, it was so good. And it was so
Nice.
cheap.
Yeah,
It was
so
just
cheap.
good.
So
They're
cheap.
more expensive than they used to be as well. They used to be £1.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And they had like some good
That's
looking
inflation
donuts
for
and
you.
stuff in there.
Oh,
I need to
great
go back
donuts.
to get some.
Last night before I went to bed, I was like, oh, after me and Andrew made our sex tape that has been deleted. Nobody try and hack my phone. It's literally beyond erased from the universe. I'll fight
Sure,
you.
sure.
Imagine that.
Prove it. Prove it right now.
Okay, do you
That'd
want
be
to watch
enough
it?
airdrop.
I was like, oh, I'm hungry. And then he was like, oh, I've got a packet of Greg's cookies. Never had a Greg's cookie in my life. This is not sponsored by Greg's, by the way. Just want to put that out
Greg's, though, if you want to.
there. Yeah, if you want to. And I was floored. What a cookie.
It's like Subway cookies. They're so
Oh,
they're so
lit.
Yeah,
good.
I was taken back by the Greg's sausage roll because I was like, you know, $1 whatever, or a pound, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Get
And
it
I was
right.
like, this is bloody good. Like,
Unreal.
yeah, it's so good.
Also, I saw
What
that you
else
said
should
you
I
wanted
have?
to try Nando's.
Yes.
Have you done it
What's
yet?
your Nando's
I've
recommendation?
done a
had
couple
one
of
today.
things. So I took her for our first date to Big Tesco's.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mr. Romantic.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's actually a
Good. No,
sick
big
first
Tesco.
It
date.
is,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
being
yeah.
funny.
Deal.
I'm
Someone
a
takes you to
cheap
Big
date.
Tesco.
What can I
That's
say?
Yeah, what did you think?
Oh, it was fun as. But we didn't really buy much.
No, we just.
We were just running
we
around.
don't at a Big Tesco.
Oh, we go.
All you need to do is browse.
It was so
wasn't
much
it?
in
Just
there.
walked down all the aisles, that kicked it about, did some
Yeah.
skids down the aisle. What did you do when you came out of Love Island?
Oh, you need to go Nando's.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your Nando's order?
Genuinely, right. So I'm a bit weird because I've got this Nando's hack that I'm going to share
calls
with
it a
you.
hack. It's just
No,
odd.
I love
it's
a good fast
such
food
a
hack.
It's
What
such
is
a
it
hack.
like?
So at Nando's, my typical order would be a chicken burger, lemon and herb. I'm a bit weak. Nobody mock me. So that's
I'm
in,
a lemon and herb girl.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Plainish.
We exist and
Wow,
we matter. We
lemon
do.
and herb and plain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I actually
good for
handle
us.
spice. I hate people that like eat spice and then just sort of like make it their whole personality.
Yeah.
You.
No, not me. I couldn't care less. But like, it's people like, oh, you only have lemon
Isn't
herb.
it?
Oh,
Yeah.
I have hot. Did I let you know that I have hot?
And it's like
I
when they
have
put it on
extra
their
hot.
plate,
Yeah.
they just don't stop.
Yeah,
like
they're
proving
like-
a point. Like,
Make a point
It's
at the
like
waiter. Oh, do
fucking
you have
hell.
the extra hot sauce that I can add on top?
Yeah.
of it?
Yeah.
Just
It's like
get out of
piss
it.
off. I like lemon and herb. So you would usually get that and 2 sides. But I found out if you get a children's meal, it costs £7. A usual burger with 2 sides costs like 16 quid. This costs £7, less than half the price. Maths, quick
Love
maths.
it.
yeah.
And you get basically the same portion.
It's just not the same portion.
It's so good. I had it today
No,
before we
I'm-
came here.
Do you know what? I do that in Australia with McDonald's. I get the Happy Meal.
Unreal.
And no, so in Australia, if you get the Happy Meal and you get a coffee with it, it costs less than the coffee would have on its own.
What child is getting a coffee?
Yeah, if the coffee comes as part of the Happy Meal.
You can get coffee with a Happy Meal in Australia.
Sorry,
so that is my Happy Meal order.
I think they need to revise that.
Yeah.
I don't think
Five
that.
year old
Matt-
walking
Matt
down
is-
to the Happy Meal and the coffee in hand.
It just rolls into nursery.
Yeah, but you can
Promise.
do it.
Ronald McDonald is watching this. He's like, fuck, how have we missed that? What? I didn't know that. He's like, we've been losing profits.
That's actually. Have you tried McDonald's here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
or not?
have, and I think it's really good. You have
Yeah.
like cheese little dippers and stuff.
Oh, yeah, they're
and
good.
McLegend
They're
burger.
Ooh, yeah,
Is that what it's
McLegend.
called?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Just a
Spicy.
McChicken sandwich.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
No,
thought it was.
like really
There is some
crunchy.
Chicken Legend, is it?
Yeah,
not
Chicken
called?
I couldn't
Legend.
find
Yeah,
it
yeah.
on the menu.
No, it's so good.
McDonald's, where
This is a public service for you, McDonald's.
where were the Chicken Legend sacks? I couldn't bloody find it. we had just a bun with a chicken in it. McChicken.
Thank you for explaining the ingredients in a McChicken.
No, so you need to order Nando's. I'd say
Okay.
that's number 1 on your list.
We
That
went,
has
we
to
went
be.
to Wagamama's because I've never been to
Oh, I
Wagamama's as
love
well.
the Waggers.
Oh, what did you get? Because
Yeah, what
I
did you
find
go for?
Wagamama's a bit hit and miss.
The katsu curry is everybody's.
That's
like,
what
That is
everyone
great.
told us to
That is
get,
great.
but we didn't ask for their opinions till after we got it. I got this like boring thing. It didn't even taste good.
Oh.
It's
I
disappointing.
got a pad thai.
Oh, that's all right. I
Yeah.
got what's it called when it's like full of water? Like the
Yeah,
big,
that's
like,
the thing I had. Like
Yeah.
soup
No, that's
and
just
noodles.
What's it
that's
called?
your drink.
Shut the fuck up. It's
jug.
called ramen noodles.
Ramen, yeah.
And
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
like it's nice, but when you're ordering from a restaurant, you want something that's like gives
Yeah.
something. And it literally is just like hot water
Tell
and
you
like
what I
soup. And I
love
was
from
like,
Waggers, chili squid.
oh yeah, you.
Oh,
you
at
should
the
try
starters.
that.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
them in the
That
prawns
is
as
that
well.
is
I
banging.
love
Chili
that.
squid
Like,
is
oh my god,
so
there's
good
so
at
much for you
Waggers.
to do, and then you get to go to
know.
Australia and have so much culture. I've been told
See the
about.
kangaroos.
Is it Mr. Food? Mr.
Mr. Food.
in Sydney.
Mr. Food. I don't
Mr.
know.
Foos. No, Mr. Foos.
Stop
Mr.
lying.
Fongs.
Do you know what? I'm just gonna pretend I know what you're talking about.
No, there's like this restaurant, and everyone in Sydney was like, "It's the best
Mr.
Chinese
Food.
that you will
Oh,
ever
Mr.
have."
Wong's.
Mr. Wong's.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
That's
I
it.
know. It's like right near my house.
Oh
You
yes.
was thinking
Yeah.
Mr. Food.
Yeah, it
No,
was like,
that's a takeaway in the town where I'm from. I've just
Oh, is
put
it?
2 and 2
No, the
together,
food
yeah.
in Australia is really good, but like I'm like such a fast food gal. So
Yeah.
here I'm like I want to just try all the franchises. Like Nando's, I'm so keen for.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! I'm
Because
so
do you know
good
what?
at
In
it.
Australia, Nando's isn't a thing. It's not like a vibe. But
No, we
everyone
went-
here is like Nando's.
Yeah, we went outside
Oh,
of
is
it in
there a Nan-
Sydney.
is there
Yeah, there's
Nando's
one in
in-
Sydney. I don't know if are there more than just one.
Yeah, there's like heaps of them, but it's just not that
It's
popular.
not the same. No, it's not really
Not
the
the
same.
same. I've only been Nando's like 3 times.
Why ruin a good thing?
Yeah.
Will,
Love a
I mean, you are a
Nando's.
country
Yeah,
boy.
everyone loves
so
Nando's
it
here.
makes
Like
sense.
Eat
honestly.
dirt.
Yeah.
It's the done thing.
It's how
Everybody
shit.
does. We're
Yeah.
having 2
Oh,
different
well.
conversations here. This is.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, well, guys, I mean, we're not gonna. We could sit here and talk about fast food for hours, but I just want to end by saying thank you so much. Take this 8 months in because it's all you've got.
Yeah.
Really,
We will.
really, just savor this 8 months because you know as soon as it hits that one day, it's gone. No
Well,
matter how
well
much you
done.
like each other,
I've got a wandering eye, apparently.
no matter how much you like each other, it's done after 8 months. So thank you so much, genuinely.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
on.
Great
It's very good
time.
fun.
And stay useless, guys.
Did we get the
Oh,
job?
Okay,
that's
that-
not.
Do we
Yeah,
find
we get
out?
the
Did
job.
we get
Okay.
the job?
Let's
Am
think
I
about
useless
it. Wait,
enough for the job?
We'll have a discussion. Right, what do you think? Right, okay. I'm not convinced
would it be
that
not
Will
useless
has
enough?
not shagged. I personally think that Will has shagged a family member. And
That's what you've done that. But
Exactly.
that's too many
well,
on the team.
I've done that as well, and I think that's why we should hire him.
team.
Because it makes me feel good. about
See,
myself.
I'm not comfortable with one of them being on the team.
Right, okay then. I think you hired.
Yes, put it there.
Well done.
Oh no, I won't
Sacked,
do that to you.
hired. Thank you.
I'll give you one
Thank
as
you.
There you go.
I'll give you
Will.
one.
No, I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
Leaving
Go on,
you
try
hanging.
it.
No worries.
For you.
Hey! Oh, thank you so much, guys.
No, thanks,
Legends.
If you're watching and you enjoyed, give us a like and a subscribe.
Guys, do hand motions.
Okay.
Oh,
You
what
know
should they?
when it's like
Which
when you see
camera do
someone in
we
the street,
go
you're like, oh, see you later then, and you just walk.
Yeah.
Walking next to each other.
Bye.
if you made it this far on YouTube, what should they comment? Give us a comment.
Yeah,
that
tell
they
us a
should.
comment. I say, the comment has to
man.
be, Will and Jessie are only going to last 8 months. No, that's tight. Loads of people comment.
Because we did this on the Joe and Casper
Will
episodes.
shagged his family
All of the
member.
comments were just they look
Absolutely
really
no
old.
joke.
And it was so rude.
What about look at Jessie? She's got poo all over her. Bless her.
Look
That's
at
a good
the
comment.
absolute state of this Jessie.
Wait, you give the comment. Say it to the mic. Say it to Mike. This
Okay.
is what you all have to comment if you made it this far.
This is what you have to comment. Look at the absolute state of this Jessie. She has poo everywhere, bless her.
She actually does. The camera doesn't pan down that far, but she has shit herself.
Yeah, come then.
And if you're watching, no, you can't watch on
Listening.
Spotify. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen to podcasts, give us a rating, give us 5 stars, and shag your family member. And until next time, don't shag your family member.
Yeah.
Actually, that's really bad and it's
Well,
illegal.
not until next time, just indefinitely.
Yeah.
Please don't shag a family member.
Just from this point onwards. Thank you very much.